Greetings, YouTube. Today I'll be talking about a case coming out of the Fourth Circuit Court dealing with an issue in North Carolina. The court has decided that a five-person commission may lead their sessions with a rotating series of prayers, um, even though all five members of the commission, the only ones allowed to say the prayer, are representatives of the U.S. government, and they happen to all be Christian, which means as each person takes their turn, over the course of a years-long sessions. I believe that this particular case is like a 6-year span. 97% of the prayers were Christian. So I guess 3% of the time they decided to do something that was a little less overtly Christian. The idea behind this seems to be that a prayer, regardless to which God, somehow ennobles us. And that's bull. Now, I don't know if these judges have ever looked at the Bill of Rights, but we have this thing called the Establishment Clause, which says the government cannot establish a religion. If you have 5 representatives of the U.S. government, state or federal, that are saying an explicitly Christian prayer 97% of the time, that's an endorsement of a religion. Now, when it comes to the Establishment Clause, you have 2 options. You have no prayer at all, or option 2, all prayers, where you open it up to anyone that wants to say a prayer before the meeting. Now, if they had done that and said that anyone may speak, I mean, anyone in the audience or the commissioners themselves, maybe you could pick numbers and have it chosen randomly who wants to say a prayer. That would have been fair. Or you just said no prayers. That'd be fine. You could have someone read a passage from the Constitution or read the Bill of Rights. That would have been acceptable as well. But nope. They decided to go with let the 5 Christian commissioners read Christian prayers 97% of the time. Now, the person that wrote this article picked an excellent graphic, and it's a graphic of the 2014 Hobby Lobby case from the Supreme Court, which was one of the worst decisions the Supreme Court ever made. And it shows a woman holding an American flag and a sign that says, "Stand for religious freedom." Someone that doesn't understand what the symbol of the American flag represents, nor does she understand what religious freedom means. Religious freedom is not freedom to impose your religious beliefs upon others. It means the freedom to be protected from having the religion of others imposed upon you. It isn't just your freedom to choose, it's also your freedom to not be imposed upon. If you allow one group to have control of an organization and they can impose their theistic views, that's not living up to the ideals of the American flag, the Constitution, or the Bill of Rights. So, yeah, excellent graphic to choose. And this case is just one big ball of bull. I'm hoping that this case gets kicked up and it gets knocked down, because there isn't any way that anyone should have to sit through a prayer unless it's open to all prayers. Unless everyone in that room has the option, or the chance at least, to say a prayer. Now, if I got that picked in that particular lottery, I would choose to say nothing at all. A moment of silence is completely and utterly appropriate, and even lives up to our ideals.